Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Season 2 of Two Guys in a Warehouse, which happens to be a movie review of Weathering with You. And it's your host, as usual, Dylan, along with my co-host,
Alex.
And today we have an extremely special guest. He has gone down in infamy at Katsucon.
Oh my God, are you bringing that up?
I have to start it off.
All right, that's true.
Many of you may know him as Patrick. Patrick, welcome.
AKA
finally.
the Vomit King.
It's about time.
The Vomit King. Yeah. Well, we've been trying to get you down here.
Oh, jeez.
Is that a fetish of yours?
It's not mine, but some people have.
You need to.
We should recommend him
Interspecies.
Oh no, I was gonna say Mysterious Girlfriend X.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude. You'd definitely be into that. It's
maybe.
anime about spit and eating spit.
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
you sent pictures of the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The romance
Well,
on that is
no. I sent you the vomit portion of Chainsaw Man.
Oh God.
that?
Yeah, not Mysterious Girlfriend X.
You definitely told me about the Mysterious Girlfriend X one though.
I did tell you about that one, but no, the manga was Chainsaw Man. Yeah.
Nice.
This I'll show you Mysterious Girlfriend X. You will definitely be into it.
Sure.
You're into freaky things like that. So we decided to have Patrick on because he is probably the number one fan
Of your name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he's the top critic here on Weathering with You.
Yeah, I don't want to put Patrick on the spot, but Dylan showed me messages that you were sending to some guy. How you knew about like?
Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't.
we can bleep his name. We can bleep it out.
Bleep it out. Yeah.
You get that's your last bleep.
Yeah, that's
you only get
you
one.
get one and only bleep, Patrick.
Oh, man.
Patrick. So
I'm gonna need more than one.
yeah, we're just gonna have to bleep out every time you talk.
Everything that they're gonna hear right now is. Beep.
I might give him my bleep then.
I'll
give him-
okay, cool.
You got two bleeps.
I'm not throwing out people's legal names.
That's the only lifeline you get. We don't have phone a friend here, and there's no 50-50.
Yeah.
What about ask the crowd?
Well,
Where's the crowd?
yeah.
They're listening.
Oh, true. I guess.
True.
Yeah, I guess you could ask them a
Forgot about
question.
the people
We could go
that-
It's
on.
gonna be a while before you get that answer, though. So what were you gonna bring up? About
Oh, that he knew that it was Makoto Shinkai and it's the same band. He already knew all that stuff. I was like,
Oh, yeah,
nice,
yeah.
nice,
I did my research.
nice.
Well, how many times have you watched Your Name now?
It's been quite a few times.
I know
and
it's-
I will still bawl
Yeah.
my eyes out at the end.
It's I would say
No, Your Name
strongly-
is probably one of my favorite. Like top
anime
five.
movies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely top five
It's
favorite movie.
so well done. There's
Yeah.
nothing else you
You've
can
probably
say about
watched it at least 8 times.
Oh, well
at
over
least.
that.
Yeah.
Well over that. It's like the go-to anime I have people watch whenever, like, hey, you should
Get
watch
into
anime.
anime.
Oh, I don't know. I don't really like that. Well, watch this movie. And then they're like, damn.
Start them off with like the best thing,
Yeah,
so
they
they
get-
can never find anything any better.
And they're
than
going to
that.
constantly be searching for that anime that they're going to love this much, and it's just going to open up their world.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
The gateway.
It's like the Fate Zero of movies.
Yeah, because the animation qualities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like Fate Zero is just such a
Oh
such
yeah,
a
it's
good
a really
anime.
well
I
done
mean,
show
yeah.
for sure.
So
Shout out to Gena Rabuchi there,
yeah. Oh, ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. Great.
or a butcher.
Or Butcher.
Just so
Yeah.
you
'cause he-
guys know they're not looking at paper with these names on. They just memorize all these studio names and everything.
That's actually the only name I remember.
I'm terrible with names, so the fact that you guys can remember all these names is just ugh.
It's a lot of practice.
Oh,
a
no,
lot of
for sure.
research, a lot of time.
Definitely.
But yeah.
Especially names from a different country, different language.
Well, there
It's
was
like-
like
Yeah.
a solid week period where I didn't hear from Dylan, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "I've been trying to remember Studio Bones this entire time, so I just go to bed every night writing it 50 times."
Studio
He
Bones.
just couldn't figure out how to text during the middle of all that.
And then I
No
had to
big deal.
write one show each night over and over and over to
my
remember
God.
each show that was done
And
by
then the
Studio
main
Bones.
character of that show.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how you remember the main characters. You do that really
Main
well,
characters?
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you mean this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
It's one of the shows that I've watched.
I'm just the MC from this show. That's it. That's all I know.
The
No,
MC.
it was like some completely side character, like side character to another side character. "Oh, you mean this name?"
Yeah, he's like Takahiro-kun. Yeah. Something crazy.
So we will let you guys know before we get into any spoilers of the movie. So Patrick, no spoilers until we give the command. And so overall, what Patrick, let's start with you. What were your thoughts?
Like I said to Alex at the theater, the soundtrack was incredible, but still doesn't touch Your Name. I wanted more vocals. There were, 3 songs maybe that had vocals?
No,
the rest of it was kind of background music you couldn't really hear unless you were listening for it, and I just loved the soundtrack of Your Name so much. I was really looking forward to that in this.
Yeah.
No, I agreed with him. I was like, yeah, the soundtrack's definitely a lot more subtle. Actually, now that he says that, I feel like you'd like Promare, just because like that soundtrack's just in your face.
Oh yeah, it's all hype music.
Yeah, no, I was definitely a little disappointed too, because there was only like 3 lyrical songs. Your Name had like 6 at least,
like all over the place. They used the same one for Your Name like throughout the movie, but it was like such a long song. I think that song that Sparkle was like
like 7 minutes,
like
something like that.
Yeah, it's insane.
No,
a good soundtrack format is all hype. There's no dip.
I don't mind. I don't mind the in your face stuff.
Yeah,
like there's a scene in I won't say the spoiler, but there's a scene in what did we watch? Your Name?
Weathering with You.
Oh yeah, Weathering with You. That's right. So Weathering with You, there's a scene where I think like the vocals hit like just perfect. Yeah, and I got like goosebumps. That was nice. Yeah. We'll get there.
Your Name does such a good job with that.
Yeah, Your Name. That's what I liked about Your Name.
Up so well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just like everything just plays right into it. It's like they made the soundtrack and then the movie over the soundtrack.
Yeah, exactly. And what I found interesting was the director, Makoto Shinkai, actually sent the script after he wrote it first to Yojiro, the lead singer and writer for Radwimps.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a catalyst to actually making this into a movie, because he said once he found, by the way, in the theater there was a section afterwards where
an interview.
Yeah, and they interviewed the director. But that was kind of a catalyst to Weathering with You becoming a movie, which I thought was pretty interesting, based all on.
Well, like he developed songs just for specifically
for those movies,
just the script though. Like he just knew the script and then wrote the songs.
Exactly. Yep.
Which was cool.
So that part was really amazing, and I didn't think the CGI was as well done in certain parts of the movie.
Well, he was explaining that at the end when they did the interview with the director. The animation for the rain is extremely difficult. It's like nothing but that movie is constant rain scenes.
Oh yeah.
I could see where the CGI wouldn't be quite as good.
Yeah, they probably didn't have as much funding to put into
only
it.
2 years.
I mean, the rain was amazing. Yeah,
2
exactly.
years,
Yeah, there was just certain parts, but there was a fireworks scene, which I know, Alex, you.
Oh, the when they do
they go through the fireworks,
the view, from like the city. I was like, damn,
almost like you're in a drone flying through the fireworks.
I was dead ass in the theater thinking like, man, that'd be cool if like cities did like citywide fireworks instead of just fireworks on the 4th of July in one area, just like fireworks all throughout the city. That'd be kind of cool.
No, I love the camera work through like these like movies, like Your Name, and then this movie. I think like just going through the sky and basically flying over Tokyo, and then seeing fireworks, and then like just the scenery. I mean, Makoto Shinkai, he's known for like his sceneries, because in all his movies, that's like the main thing everybody notices. Like, wow, how real the city looks. Like it looks like I'm actually in Tokyo. Yeah,
definitely. Well, Patrick, you were talking about Your Name, and that was one of the things you liked better about Your Name was the scenery was
it's a lot more because when they're with Mitsuha's hometown, it's like the countryside, beautiful scenery and everything.
I did like that.
This is all the
mostly city,
Tokyo, so it's all buildings and stuff. There's really nothing exciting about buildings. So it was well done, but I think the scenery in Your Name was much better because of that.
Yeah, the scenery wasn't as diverse. I can agree. Yeah, I can agree.
You got
with that.
both sides. You got the countryside and the city in Your Name, whereas it was just city. Yeah. So that was pretty big difference.
Speaking of Your Name, though, has there been any new word on the live action being done?
I haven't heard anything
just
about
that it's going to be based in Chicago, I believe.
And after talking to Taki's voice actor, I'm really hype about this one for a live action. I'm kind of surprised, but I think it's going to be good.
Mitsuha's going to be
very well
Indian,
Native American.
Native American.
Yeah, watch it.
Sorry.
Jeez, Dylan, I expected more from you.
Oh, my apologies.
That's one strike.
How insensitive of you.
I am so insensitive. What was I thinking? Podcast canceled.
Honestly, can you go ahead and get out of my warehouse?
Literally every time we do a podcast, it gets canceled because someone says something.
I'm waiting to get canceled. It's coming.
Cancel culture, bro.
Cancel culture.
Yeah. So what other thoughts did you guys have on the movie?
Can we just talk about how that Big Mac
Oh my god!
in the beginning of the movie
That was
looked
the best
so
looking
amazing.
Big Mac. Yeah.
That was fantastically done. I thought it was going to be like a McDonald's
The
commercial.
animators should do a McDonald's commercial. Because
Oh, yeah.
that my mouth was definitely watering.
Dude,
Well,
that
it was kind of cool that they. I said this to Dylan during the movie that they are using real names instead of like off-brand names for legal reasons. Like they had Maker's Mark in there, McDonald's. What else? They had a bunch of other stuff.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like sponsorship
I'm
stuff.
sure
too.
it
Yeah,
is,
that's probably
but
what.
the fact that
It's cool.
big
It
names
definitely
like
adds
that
to the
are gonna
realism.
get sponsorship into animation like that.
Well, they actually had the Honda symbol.
Yeah.
On some
on
of
the car, yeah.
So yeah, there were definitely some big sponsorships, especially off the heels of Your Name and how much money that made.
It's not surprising, but the fact that they're gonna do that into American market with.
Well, he said he was really curious. He really wanted to see what the American market thought about this.
Yeah,
movie.
because Your Name is such a big hit here.
Yeah,
And he knows a lot of people like his film, like other 5 centimeters per second, Garden of Words, stuff that's come out here.
yeah, that's really popular. So yeah, but that Big Mac, yeah.
Dude,
was
the way that thing
amazing.
riseth after he opened it, oh my
It
god!
had risen.
Honestly, though, based off of every anime you've seen, what's the number one food that you want to try? Like the hype build up in the anime, the look.
I just want that Big Mac
That
right now, right now.
Could have had Five Guys with me, but no, that wasn't good enough.
That's
No,
not
no
a Big Mac.
sauce on that. Yeah.
$11 burger's not good enough. You want that $5 burger.
The two for $5, I can get two Big Macs.
I think I either want to. I really want to try yakisoba.
Ooh,
Yeah,
the
yakisoba's
yakisoba was
pretty good. You've never had that?
I've never had
No.
it either.
Army feeds me that.
Really?
That's
Wow.
army food, bro.
Dude.
Jeez.
Well, it's basically noodles.
It's
Yeah.
seasoning, beef. And,
Yeah. Basically stir fry.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it always looks really good, and the bean paste pastries.
Oh, okay. I had those. Those are
Yeah.
pretty good. The
How
red bean
about-
is a little
How
sweet.
about the coffee jelly in the
From Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Yeah.
That looks good.
That could be
The
interesting.
way it jiggles, and he's always a psychic like that. It's going after that.
Yeah.
It's got to be
It's
good.
the one thing.
It's got maybe it gives you
It's gotta
psychic
be
powers.
good.
Yeah. So overall, what do you give Weathering with You?
Ooh, so I went in there with high expectations after Your Name, so I think I was very let down based off of that. I don't think it comes close to Your Name. I was hoping that it would come a little bit closer, so I would say probably about 7.6, 7.8.
7, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Okay.
That's
yeah.
7.6,
Yeah.
7.8. I don't do rookie scores.
Fair enough. Alex, what did you think?
Coming off like the heels of Your Name,
Mm-hmm.
I knew not to go in with so much expectation.
Yeah.
But after seeing like trailers, I was like, this is looking like Your Name.
Mm-hmm.
But after watching the movie, I think it's a good movie. I think
Yeah.
it's a good movie. But yeah, if you've watched Your Name, it's kind of like it doesn't really offer
It
that
doesn't come
much.
close
It's
to
like
that.
it's like a DLC, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a DLC for Your Name.
That's a good way to put it. I could completely agree with that.
I mean, I still think it's a good movie though. I would give it like an 8.05, right? Because I think it's the production values are just ridiculous. I think the soundtrack was still great.
Yeah.
And I think the story is still like it's still genuine. You know, I still enjoyed it.
Now,
But
you've seen it subbed and dubbed, correct?
yeah.
Okay.
What
What did you think about it?
It was good. I thought
Yeah.
the main character's voice in the dub, there was like some scenes
Yeah. That's
like
what
where
I
he
was thinking.
he was crying in one scene. I was like,
Oh, that was very cringy.
yeah. I mean, but I actually thought it was as good as any dub that they were going to do.
I think they could have done better for the main character's voice actor, but I was thinking probably like a 7.6. I would say I would agree with Patrick.
Yeah.
is what I'd give it. The sub would probably give it a couple extra points,
just
but I
to
haven't
maybe
seen
hit
it
those
subbed yet.
emotional scenes a little better.
Exactly.
I don't think this is technically a spoiler, but the fact that the storyline was like almost par with Your Name.
It is
Yeah.
Your Name. It is
Yeah.
basically
pretty
Your
much
Name.
Your Name, just different characters.
Except with weather
Yeah.
instead of an asteroid
Instead of a
or a meteor.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of upset me. I thought it was gonna be more of a standalone thing,
Mm-hmm.
but they do have those 2 Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
true.
get into the
Yeah,
Easter
but
eggs
I'll be-
after.
Actually,
after this
and I
one.
also
I'm
have a
just getting
problem
everybody excited
with one
for
of
the
those
Easter
Easter
eggs.
eggs.
Oh, do you really?
Well, maybe not the two that you're talking about, but I
Yeah.
do have a problem with one thing that Makoto Shinkai said at the end in the interview.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and we'll bring that up later in the
Okay.
spoiler
Is
section.
that when everyone laughed because I wasn't reading that part?
Maybe.
Oh, I know which part that. Yeah.
I'm a slow reader. That's why I would stick with dubs. So I was not reading that part.
It's okay. It's no worries.
We all had to get on the short bus at once.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
everyone's cool on the short
Dylan,
bus, all right?
that's your second strike. You can't say that. What was the third one?
That one, he said Indians.
Oh,
and
now-
what was his
now you've
first
said
one?
it, so
he
mine's
threw someone's
void.
name out.
Oh, yeah. That's.
Bro,
It wasn't offensive, but you don't do that again.
get out of my warehouse and never come back.
All right, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. So, is there anything else you guys wanted to say about the movie before we move on to the spoilers?
No, I think we're ready.
In general, I thought it was a really good movie. I mean,
It's worth
Yeah,
watching.
it's worth watching.
Definitely
Worth
worth watching. Yeah. It's a good movie. If you've seen Your Name before, don't expect anything
Yeah.
new and amazing.
I mean, to be fair, if you hadn't seen Your Name, aside from the cameos that you'll miss,
Yeah.
you might actually really, really love the movie.
I would imagine that's what I was gonna say.
if I'd never seen Your Name and I came straight into watching this, I could see this score being probably like 8.8,
Yeah.
Yeah.
closer to 9.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
agree.
So,
All right. Spoiler alert.
A spoiler alert now. You have 5 seconds to get off the podcast. Otherwise, it's your fault at that point.
And we might
And
as well
we're-
start with the Easter egg since I've
3,
already teased everyone.
Yeah.
2, 1. Spoilers starting now.
It takes place in the same universe as Your Name.
Yeah.
So,
It's it was after the meteor struck, but before they
Taki and
found each
Mitsuha
other.
met, yeah.
Yeah.
Taki's dad died. That plays a part in this.
Mhm.
They're calling
Yeah.
on the spirits.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
My squiggles on there aren't very big. Am I talking loud enough?
You might get maybe
a
a little closer.
Yeah.
I just don't want to get my mouth all over this. I don't know who else.
That's why I got the filter, man. We'll change it out.
Yeah.
No worries.
We have multiples. We have
Okay,
backups.
real quick though, because with the universe being connected. So Makoto Shinkai said that Your Name, the ending of Your Name is in between this
Yeah.
film, but at the end of the movie, spoiler alert again, Tokyo is submerged in water.
Yeah.
So
How did Taki
Yeah.
and Mitsuha end up seeing each other?
in that super sunny scene, right?
That's why you think there's going to be a sequel to this because
Right.
Tokyo's submerged and they had to have met each other.
Right. I was like,
Well, actually, no, because Tokyo it got submerged after he came back from going back to school after he was caught as a runaway. That was 2 years for him to finish up his.
No,
It
it had
was
been
3
submerged
years.
during that. It was
It was
submerged.
it was
during that
submerged
time.
during that time. But when Taki and Mitsuha meet, it's constantly raining, and they meet in Tokyo. So it's possible that they met before the full sinking of.
no, it said that they met after, right? So
Wait,
so
Go ahead.
wait,
Explain.
okay, wait. So it takes place. So Taki's in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The events of all this happen after the events of Your Name, but
Yeah.
before they've met.
Yeah.
But when they meet, I mean, it just because when they're on the
Yeah.
train
Mm-hmm.
in the center of the city, I would assume
Yeah.
it's still kind of sunny, or I don't remember at least being
No, it's-
flooded.
It's raining.
Was it raining?
It was always raining.
Okay, I'm relying on yours because you're the one that watched the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, it's raining.
But it did get
It
sunny.
was sunny though.
Yeah, that's-
it was
'cause,
sunny.
I mean-
when they both said,
Yeah,
"What's
when,
your name?"
when he's
when they go down
when
the
he goes
stairs.
to the cafe and sees Mitsuha's two friends from
Mm-hmm.
his hometown. I think it was sunny then.
So I mean, I guess maybe they could still get sun, right? It's just still
Yeah, I mean,
kind
she
of a
was
constant
still,
rain
No,
she
remember
was
he
still
said
a
it didn't.
sun girl.
The rain hadn't let up
for
those
years,
3 years.
huh?
I think.
She was still a sun maiden though, so she could have probably prayed for a day.
No, 'cause remember
Once a week.
at the end. Yeah. Her necklace broke.
Yeah, but she was still praying. I mean, nothing.
But
I don't know if
think-
it did
I don't think
anything.
it was
He
doing
kinda
anything.
Interrupted her mid prayer.
Yeah.
So he's kind of going to hell, but no big deal.
Hey, he oh, okay, yeah,
Well, he's the one who technically caused it. So.
yeah.
He's got the ring.
He did it
that
for
he
love.
gives her.
He did it for love.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess
Well, how long was it before Taki and Mitsuha met? I thought
that was like 3 years too. I think
Was
3
it
or
3
4
years? I thought
They-
it was longer than
they'd
that.
finished
I thought it was
college.
like 8
when
years.
he's in the cafe and they said something about they throw a time frame out there when he's in the cafe before meeting her again.
Because
Well,
her
'cause he
friends were
just-
talking about getting married.
But he just finished college.
Taki had just
Taki
finished
had
college?
just finished college.
And he was a freshman?
No, he was 17. He met Mitsuha on the train when he was like in middle school still.
That was
2 years.
Who's-
So he would have
who's
been
his boss at the
So he would have been 17.
restaurant that he works at. I'm
Oh,
terrible with names. Miss Okadera.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss
He meets
Okadera.
up with Miss Okadera again, and she says that he had a crush on her. How many years ago? Did she
That's
throw a
what I'm
number
trying-
out?
I can't remember.
It would have been. I think it was a 3-year
I
gap.
want to say it was about 3 years.
Yeah, it was
but
either 3 or 4 because
I don't
he.
think it was quite 8.
Yeah, because he just finished college. I know that at least, and that's when he was looking for a job. And then Mitsuha was already in the city, and she's 2 years older, just like this girl from
No,
Weathering
this
with You.
girl was
Well,
younger.
she was at one
She's
point
lying about
lying.
her age,
Yeah.
But
And then they're
she's
like, no,
technically what, 1 year younger?
1
or
year
2
younger.
years
She's 15, just turned 15. All right, we'll edit
I'm
this
looking
out.
up. I'm looking up to see.
Confirm.
Yeah, what the time is.
Okay, I found it.
We found it. Okay.
5 years.
Oh, it was 5 years.
Oh, right in the
Okay.
middle of what
Yeah.
we all said.
Yeah, 5 years. So
3, 8, and 5.
So 5-year gap between the time skip in Your Name.
Okay. So there's 5 years. And
So,
it's after everything had taken place.
So I would say maybe there's 3 years. Taki and that is 3 years before, right? Because 3 years pass after in Weathering with You.
Yeah.
So it's 2 years before he meets Mitsuha.
It's 2 years before he meets Mitsuha.
So I guess that's time for Tokyo to be saved, I guess.
To be saved?
Yeah, from the rain. Because
Well-
there's still a 2-year gap before
Yeah.
they meet.
Yeah.
So even though
if there's
Tokyo's-
a sequel.
if
that-
if something is explained at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, is 2 years not enough time to clear out all that water?
Well,
I don't know.
Didn't when they did the interview with the director, didn't he say something about the fact that he sunk Tokyo? He can't do anything more now.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just one of those things. Maybe just don't think too hard about it. It's
Yeah.
like whatever. But I would say that's like one thing that was kind of throwing me off when he
Yeah.
decided to kind of throw it in the same universe.
No, yeah, I get that. I mean, we'll just have to see where he goes
Yeah.
with it from that point.
I just hope
'cause
he doesn't
could
do another
resurrect
Your
it.
Name.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a good director. And I think he has a lot of potential to like
Oh, yeah.
do something else.
I feel
Exactly.
like if there's another one, it's gonna be completely off in another direction. Maybe the Taki Mitsuha and what the fuck are their names from
Hina
this one?
and
Hina
Hodoka?
and Hodoka. They somehow meet again because they met Taki already and
They have a double date.
Yeah, maybe they somehow get together and meet and end up
The
doing
next movie,
something cool.
Double Date.
Yeah.
By
Maybe
Makoto
end up-
Shinkai.
Maybe.
End up going to
To get a pizza,
no,
watch a movie,
I was thinking like
Get that Big Mac.
maybe go ice skating.
try to take over America, and then All Might comes over and takes him out. Something cool.
Wow.
My Hero not confirmed yet to be in the same universe.
Yeah.
Just don't get your hopes up.
Keep your eye on Anime News Network.
Yeah. Patrick just got hired.
And then Monster Masumi comes in and just starts really destroying everything.
And then we
I
have
know how much Alex
and
likes
then B Stars just comes in and
Where
Land
would
of the
B-Stars comes?
Lustrous. I don't know.
And then
We're just
they
throwing
jump-
whatever. My Hero came in.
And then they jump like 20 years in the future, and what comes out? Sword Art
Psychopaths.
Online.
Oh, that's true.
And they all get trapped in the video game, and Taki and Mitsuha and everyone end up being like main characters in SAO that we don't fully get until this.
So Taki and Mitsuha are Asuna's parents.
Pretty much.
And there you have it, folks. The ultimate anime
And
crossover.
Yui is not a NPC. She is really the child of Taki and Mitsuha. And
Jesus.
Kirito and Asuna end up kidnapping her and game jumping.
All right, bro. Become a mangaka and write a story about it, and we'll read it.
If you need an artist, we have a couple that we,
Yeah,
we can
we
call.
know some artists. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nora.
I don't think she wants to be associated with the podcast anymore.
So,
I'm just kidding.
So if you want to draw me up some stuff, I'll write up some words for the pictures.
You'll write up some words.
Jeez.
I'll write up some words.
He's
going to
create some words,
and I'll put them in some sort of chronological order and sell it. I'll give you profits.
Anyways, we digress back to the movie. This has gone way out of hand. All thanks to Alex's.
You have me on the podcast.
I know. All thanks to Alex's question, though. What universe is this in?
No, it's in the same universe. Don't you
So,
dare bring me
What
down.
galaxy is it in, though? That's the real question.
What galaxy?
Is it
Yeah.
Milky Way or what?
That's a good
Don't
question.
know. Anyways,
Because I'm just saying, I've never seen a comment like in your name.
a comment? You've never seen it like that?
I've never seen a comment like in your name, so it can't be the Milky Way.
Could
I
be.
don't know.
Could
Maybe
be.
Rick and Morty make an appearance.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we reviewing?
Yeah. So, what did you want to talk about on it, Alex?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know. Well, okay. I feel like the stuff with Hodaka because he's a runaway,
Mm-hmm.
and that whole like gun fiasco.
Yeah.
I guess he did get probation,
Yeah.
but I feel like nothing was really resolved with the parents. Did they ever know what happened?
No. So yeah, it never showed
Yeah,
his
it
parents
never
or
really
anything.
like explains why he wanted to leave so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was hell's bent on not going back.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I thought he was abused.
That's
what I was wondering.
But then again,
He seemed very unhappy. He had those
Yeah.
bandages all over his
if
face.
he was
in the beginning.
abused, I don't think his parents would have followed the missing persons report.
Yeah,
No, because if they're controlling.
true. Well, because there's like that one scene with Suga, the guy, the first guy that he meets. when
Yeah,
he's going
that
to
saved
Tokyo.
his life.
Yeah, and then he hires him and pays him only $30 a month.
Yeah. Well, hey.
After he buys him an
yeah.
expensive ass beer.
That's true.
Well,
But-
you let him live there and get him food.
Yeah, but there's like one scene where like he slaps him, and I feel like the way
reaction to
the
it.
way his reaction was like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's like, yo, you just slapped me, bro. But it definitely looked like he was affected way more.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties. Pause.
And we're back.
So, dudes.
So, yeah, when he when Suga slapped Hodaka.
Hodaka, yeah.
Yeah, his reaction on his face, almost like he's felt that pain before.
Right. So I mean, they never really took that part any like more, you know.
It probably just wasn't important, and they just left it.
Oh, you know what a rumor is? I heard about this though.
What's that?
What's his name?
Hodaka.
Hodaka?
Mhm.
He does not like Dragon Ball. He thinks it's trash.
What?
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
No.
It was in the beginning. That's part of the reason why he ran away, but it's not like the full reason.
What? I'm so confused right
But
now.
he straight said Dragon Ball is trash and it should never have been made. You just lost like half your listeners.
No, we got classy fans. They like Yu Yu Hakusho instead.
Exactly.
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
We only have Euro on Ice fans.
Oh no. Not anymore.
So, what were you saying, Alex?
I forgot. Oh well, no. Well, they just didn't do anything with him. It's the same thing with like Taki. I feel like he didn't really like he mattered in the movie, but they didn't really like do much with him. It was more about obviously the love
Mitsuha
interest.
and-
Yeah.
and the love interest.
I mean, I get it. I mean, they're interesting characters, but it was just like obviously the main character is just somebody that you can attach yourself to, and he just kind of does the decisions I guess we would do or kind of
as
imply.
a teenager.
Yeah.
So it seemed like everyone had the same dream when Hina went
When she sacrificed
when she
herself,
ascended
Yeah.
into the heavens.
Oh, I've ascended before.
Yes, and so I was confused. It seemed like people kind of wanted to believe Hodaka, but ultimately they all just didn't.
Yeah,
believe
this is
him.
like not logical, I guess.
Well, he didn't really tell anyone.
But
except
neither
the
was
police,
Snow in July.
And the
Yeah.
police were after him for a completely different reason than her.
Yeah. Well, they suspected that he was with her anyways.
Yeah, and they
So-
kind of called him crazy for.
Oh,
what
that's
he
true.
was
He had the
saying,
gun and
but-
everything. Yeah.
But they were after him for a completely different reason. It's not like we don't believe you, so that's why you're coming in.
still, he's trying to find the girl who's missing. So,
but he's a runaway. They got to do their job.
A runaway.
Like, oh yeah, you go out there and find her real quick and come on back.
And the fact that he found the gun and they think that he has this gun.
That's true.
I mean, there's like
it was just poor timing.
Yeah, I mean, because
when they're fighting the police and she calls upon that lightning bolt to just explode that car.
Yeah,
that was crazy,
right? That was probably the best that
was
shot. Yeah. But but I was gonna say also not even just the police, but even Suga didn't believe him.
Well, because he also has like his things that he's going through.
His own personal reasons for that. I think he definitely believed him, but I feel like the police
just didn't want
a side deal, like you help us track him down and we'll help you get your daughter.
Yeah. I mean, because he still cares about Hodoka. I mean, he was the first guy he met. He offers to help him, gave him a card, he gave him a place to stay. But, I mean, he does have his issues that he still needs to handle.
I mean, he even said at that one point, he's like, who cares if one person has to be sacrificed to save the rest of the world?
But he was drunk, too.
Yeah, that's true.
He was drinking because he's a sad boy.
Yeah, he's very sad.
Yeah, I kind of related to him pretty good.
You lost your daughter, too?
No, I just drink a lot.
Jeez.
We should cut all of Patrick's parts out except for that.
It's like Patrick's here like 20 minutes into the podcast. Yeah, I just drink a lot.
That's all you need to know.
That explains everything.
But I mean, do we have anything else to say about Weathering with You? Oh, wait, I do want to say one thing.
Yes.
Just like your name, the sibling, I feel like, was the funniest character.
Nagi?
Yeah.
Nagi was definitely probably the best character.
He's Hina's like younger brother.
He's like a straight up player.
He is a player.
Yeah.
He is a player.
Yeah.
He even had on this girl on the back of the bus, and then she gets off, and the other girl comes on. Oh, I was hoping.
Oh, he was macking on all them girls.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy.
He even called them up
while he was in protective custody.
Yeah. He's like, this is this.
Helped him escape the police.
So crazy.
You shouldn't call your ex to help you out with stuff like this.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He's like 10.
Yeah.
Maybe 11.
And I love his relationship with Hodoka.
I like
because it's so funny.
I like how Hodoka calls him senpai.
Senpai, yeah, that's what the funniest thing.
I should call you senpai.
Yeah, and he does throughout the whole movie.
Yep.
After that.
Yep. And also, Hina she says she's 18, but then she turns out to be 15.
Yes.
She says she's 17, about to turn 18.
Yeah, but she was really 14, about to turn 15.
15, yeah.
Like, did you even watch the movie, bro?
Not really. I kind of slept through it.
Like, you were
I felt like I'd already seen it.
I felt like I had already watched the movie.
Yeah. Felt like I'd already seen that whole movie. So, but yeah, I mean, despite everything, definitely watch it. Definitely worth watching. Definitely I'd probably watch it one more time. I wouldn't watch it a lot, but I would definitely watch it again.
I'd probably watch it all sub just to see if it changes anything. Because sometimes the emotion can change.
You can feel a different emotion.
That and you watch something a second time through, you're not paying attention to the main story, and you can kind of look for
smaller details.
Details.
I can agree with
definitely.
That. Yeah. No, but overall, I would say Weathering with You is definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching.
Yeah.
Just keep your expectations. If you've seen Your Name, just
know that it's not going to compare or really come close to Your Name.
Mm-hmm.
They're in completely different leagues for being pretty much the same movie.
Yeah. They are.
Oh, wait. I do have another thing to bring up.
Dude, you already said you had the last. No, I'm just kidding.
You had 20 things.
Well, the supernatural aspects of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your Name, I think, did a better job of explaining it because Mitsuha's grandma was, attached to the story.
Well, that's one thing that I love so much about Your Name, that because Your Name is all over the place, and at the end it's a complete mind fuck, and you're like, oh my god, that's what that is. That's what this all makes sense now. This movie is straightforward. There's no jumping around.
It's linear. It's actually very linear.
Very linear.
It is, but I feel like it's kind of disorganized at the same time.
But that's part of the reason why I think Your Name is such a masterpiece, is because it starts off here, it goes there, it comes here, and then it all comes back together there.
Yeah,
it's done so well, and it's a difficult thing to do, and they do it so well.
Yeah.
Well, they talk about how in Weathering with You, how the clouds had that potential to host an entire ecosystem.
Oh yeah,
they didn't really
right. That's what I was about to bring up.
And they didn't really explain the fish raindrops dropping.
Yeah,
down.
Right.
They look like little semen cells, not fish.
That's one strike.
Yeah.
I'll take it, but that is 100% what I thought. I was like, that doesn't even look. How do you get fish out of that?
Yeah.
You can tell the giant whale.
Right.
It's probably a sperm whale, to be honest.
I was waiting for the dragon to appear. Like, it was a whale or
it was a
dragon.
whale. Yeah.
They really didn't show the dragon like that. It was in a couple pictures and stuff, but like a full on
cloud dragon.
Yeah, because there was the mural.
Mural.
Yeah,
is
sorry.
the name.
I'll count that as a strike too, man.
I'm like, bro, you're on
Muriel from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, good show.
Yeah,
highly recommend.
She was in the movie. No, the mural on the ceiling. Yeah, they didn't. I mean, that was kind of like some of the explanation.
It was just a throw-in. They throw in the old dude with his grandson, and he just explains kind of the
he
whole
just explains the
mythology,
rain,
right?
The Sunshine Girl,
the Sunshine Girl.
Gives you more
but
of like history on it, so you're like, oh, this is what this is.
Yeah.
I think it lacked like a real spiritual translator there.
Yeah,
to kind of really explain what's happening.
To tie all the loose ends.
And I really wish they would have went in more with the whole ecosystem potential in the clouds. I thought that was actually really
would have been a really cool
that
concept.
That would have been a really good like spin-off.
Right. But you know what? I'm gonna okay. Wait, I give it a 7.5.
7.5.
You
Okay.
just dropped your score. How do you do that?
Once your score,
because I realized I thought in my head I was like, like dang, that did bother me
it's
a lot.
like, you know what? Patrick's kind of an expert scorer. I'm gonna stick around him.
We've watched Your Name 8 times, so at least in this situation
it's
for
the
sure.
only anime he's ever watched, and he's watched it 8 times.
That's sometimes you just master one craft and you just stick with it. And
exactly. I'd rather be a master at something than a jack of all trades because you suck.
Anyway.
So, all right. I guess that is going to close off the review of Weathering with You. Unless, are there any final words?
No, that's it.
That's it. All right.
Questions from the listeners.
Anybody else who has seen the movie, let us know your thoughts on Weathering with You compared to Your Name. I am Dylan from TGW Podcast on Instagram.
I'm Alex from @Professor_Otaku or Professor.Otaku or XX69 Professor Otaku.
And Patrick, this is your chance to finally get a follower. Do you want to give him your Instagram?
It's kind of got my last name. Is that allowed? Like, is that a no?
That's if you want the SWAT team to show up at your house. It's up to you.
True. They'll find a lot of stuff. They already know. I work for the government. They already know me.
Jesus.
So is that a no?
I mean, I'm Patrick @Patrick_Horman, HORMAN.
Yeah.
Yep, he is a whore.
Okay, bye.